I met a young lady at Holy Trinity High, and after we did a period education session, actually it was the first period education session that we did at Holy Trinity, she came up to me and she said, "Miss, I know how to make my one pad last for the 5 days." And after I caught my breath, I said, "How?" She said, "Well, all you have to do is when you put on the pad, put tissue on top of it, and every time you go to the bathroom, you just change the tissue. And then if it gets messed up really bad, you just wash it out and you can get to wear it again." Hi, I'm Shelly-Ann Weeks, author and activist. I'm also the founder and executive director for Her Flow Foundation, which I started to address the stigma and shame associated with menstruation, and also to empower women and girls about their female reproductive health and rights through education and mentorship. One of our major objectives is to end period poverty in Jamaica. Well, period poverty, loosely defined, is the inability to access menstrual products when you need it. When you need it is important because it's not necessarily a consistent thing. There are women who this month they just don't have the money, but next month they can find it. And sometimes they're just short, for a few months, and they find it most of the time. So those women are affected by period poverty. But the group that I focus more on are the girls in school. One of the things that I learned a lot from, being on the ground talking to people is that we get very creative. So for the women and girls who don't have access, they don't have the products right away, they get very, they find all sorts of ways. And one of the things that I hear about is socks. I heard about socks from a guidance counselor at a school, and she says what happens is that the girls will get the sock and they cut it in two, and then they'll get tissue and roll up the tissue and stuff it in the socks. Because remember, the socks is kind of flat and tubular, so they stuff the tissue in the socks, and that is what they use as their menstrual products. I met this lady in Hertfordshire who told me that she babysits a little girl next door sometimes, and when the mother carry over the baby, she will steal 2 of the baby diapers them, and she cut them in strips, and that is what she used. I met this other lady who told me that she buys 4 rags. And when she buys the 4 rags them now, she fold up 1 rag and she use that, and she will wash the rag and hang it to dry, and she just uses it. So those 4 rags is what she uses every month for her period. What other thing? Banana trash. When I spoke about banana trash before, people say, "Oh, ridiculous, impossible." I hear this from people, I don't make it up. What the banana trash does is that it acts as the waterproof barrier. So they get the dried banana trash, not the green one, the dried one, and put that directly on the underwear, and then they put tissue on top of it. And the trash acts as the waterproof barrier. And they put the tissue on top of it, and that is what they use. And they'll discard the tissue, and they'll use it again, and that is what they use. I think having to resort to these methods is really a survival instinct, and is not something that women are trying. They're just nasty, or these comments that are made. And I think it is insensitive to make these kind of comments, because just imagine you in that position. What do? You have to move around. You have to live your life. What do? Get creative. So Period Awareness Day is the 24th of October. It is going to be at a supermarket, and we are going to invite all of you to come on down and make a purchase to donate, because we still have to continue our work. We still have to continue supplying the schools with menstrual products. So we're going to be doing a massive donation and collection drive on Period Awareness Day. So whether you want to buy the product before and just come drop it off there, you can do that. Or if you want to meet us at the broadcast and go into the supermarket and buy it and drop it off, there will be bins provided there, you can do that. But either way, stay tuned, watch this space, follow Her Flow, and all the information will be there on Period Awareness Day. But what you must remember, most importantly, is to wear something red. Period is red, and period is going to be celebrated, because there's nothing to be ashamed of. So stop making people feel bad whenever they walk on the road and you see them have a little spot on the back of them dress. Just go up and tell them, "Say, Lucy, I have a spot on the back of your dress," and that's all you have to do. She'll take it from there. So don't make a big deal. Don't cause her to feel bad. Let us end the stigma, let us end the shame, and let us celebrate our periods. Remember, save the date, 24th of October, 2019.